Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, yeah, keeping Lamar Jackson hemmed in, I'd have to think would be at the top of the list of things you need to do to slow him down. But what else is on that list?
Let's just go back to what you just posed at the top, keeping him hemmed in. So you got to tell your rushers they've got to have that controlled aggressiveness so they can't get outside of them and create big plays outside of the pocket, yet they still have to be aggressive enough to go after him. The second part of it is make sure that when he's on the run, you find those receivers downfield because they find their way open and he's able to deliver.
Yeah, like he did just on that last play. 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves,
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens are on the board first here in Vegas. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Raiders 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Here's Jacobs. Powers through him, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The 3rd most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Carr. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Busts through the tackle, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller from 8 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 10 at the 9. 82 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd and goal, Carr, he finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Ravens 7.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Play action. It's Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr eluding the pressure right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 95 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. To throw his Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense, I have to say they like the early returns.
Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Carr completes it. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And some room to run now. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early return.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Down right around the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Carr going to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
And Marquise Brown is definitely a guy who can take the top off of a defense and make the big catches downfield. Also known as Hollywood. Now in his third season from Oklahoma, wants to make more catches like the one we just saw there, the routine variety.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Jackson. He's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third.
21 apiece. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now Carr. That's caught by Jackson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A first down and more for Jacobs. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 128 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Las Vegas, first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Hey, we're good, we're good. We're 85. 29. You 29.
Hey, check back 6.
Throwing again on second down. Carr escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now 3rd and 5.
The Raiders on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Right at the 40. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they get hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Lining up for the extra point.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up second and 9.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Second down, Jacobs once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Carr. Jackson with a catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Carr to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing his Carr. Gets this to Waller, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 142 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
First First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
35-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Now Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just...